The room went silent the moment he said it. "Don't mind her," Daniel laughed, waving casually in my direction. "She's just the maid." For a second, I couldn't breathe. The glass in my hand trembled so hard I thought it might shatter. The chandeliers sparkled above. The soft music continued. People smiled and chatted. But my world had just collapsed. 8 years of marriage, of love, of sacrifice, reduced to one word: Maid. Someone chuckled awkwardly. Someone whispered, but no one questioned him. Why would they? He said it so easily, like it was the truth. My throat tightened, but I refused to cry. Not there. Not in front of those strangers. Daniel didn't even look at me again. He turned away, continued laughing, sipping his drink as if I didn't exist. And in that moment, something inside me broke. But something stronger took its place. If you've ever been hurt, humiliated, or underestimated, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because stories like this don't end the way you think. I slowly placed the glass on the table, my hands steady now, not from calmness, but from a cold realization. This was Daniel's big night, his promotion party, the same promotion I had stayed up nights helping him prepare for, the same success I had sacrificed my own career for. I remembered the nights he wanted to quit, the mornings I pushed him forward, the countless times I chose his dreams over mine. And tonight I was the maid. I didn't scream, didn't argue. I just turned and walked away quietly because I knew something Daniel didn't. This wasn't the end of my story. It was the beginning of his regret. When I got home, the silence felt heavier than ever. I looked around at the walls filled with pictures of a life that now felt like a lie. Our wedding, our trips, our smiles. I walked to the closet and pulled out a suitcase. At first, my hands trembled as I packed my clothes, my documents, pieces of a life I was about to leave behind. But with every item I folded, I felt lighter, not broken, free, because the truth was, Daniel didn't humiliate me that night. He revealed who he truly was, and that truth set me free. Hours later, he came home, his steps unsteady, his voice casual. "Hey, you left early." I didn't answer. He walked into the room, saw the suitcase, the empty closet, and froze. "What's this?" he asked. "I'm leaving," I said calmly. He laughed like it was a joke. "Don't be dramatic. It was just a joke." A joke. 8 years reduced to a joke. I stepped closer and said softly, "Then say it again. Introduce me. Who am I?" He hesitated, and in that hesitation I saw everything. "You're my wife," he muttered, but it was too late. "No," I said, shaking my head. "Tonight, you showed me exactly who I am to you." He tried to justify it, said he was just trying to fit in, but I cut him off. "You didn't just insult me, you erased me." If you're still watching, don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes the strongest people are the ones who walk away. The next few days passed in a blur as I moved into a small apartment. It wasn't luxurious, but it was mine. For the first time in years, I woke up without feeling like I had to prove my worth. Slowly, I began rebuilding myself. I went back to work, the career I had paused for him, and realized I hadn't lost my abilities, only my confidence. Within months, I was thriving, strong, independent, and truly happy again. Meanwhile, Daniel started calling, texting, even showing up at my door. "Please come back," he begged one evening, regret written all over his face. I looked at him, the man I once thought I couldn't live without, and felt nothing. "You didn't make a mistake," I said calmly. "You made a choice." He promised to change, but I simply shook my head. "No, you'll just remember what it cost you." Months later, I heard he had lost his promotion, his performance dropped, his confidence shattered, the same way mine once had been. But I didn't feel satisfaction or revenge. I felt peace, because I had already won, not by hurting him, but by choosing myself. And if there's one thing you take from this story, let it be this: never stay where you are not respected. Because the moment someone makes you feel small, that's your sign to rise. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. because your support keeps these powerful stories alive. And remember, you are never just anything. You are everything if you choose to be.